Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM22. It's Youth Factory. This is episode 56. Today is a must-win match against Jerv, one of the relegation sides, and we are in the midst of a relegation battle. We are just 4 points above the drop. We are just 3 points above the bubble team. It's tight. It's very tight, and this stretch that we're in, the next 3 games, are the most important 3 games of the season, because the remainder of the season from there's really only one likely win the rest of the way. So outside of upsets, we're not going to score points the remainder of the season. We need to get our points in the next 3 matches, and with the relegation battle being so tight, every team is capable of scoring some points. The last place team is only 4 points down on us as we give the ball straight to the opposition. We kicked it straight at him. It wasn't just a poor kick that he outran and intercepted on. It was kicked straight to him. So lucky not to give up a goal on that one. Not a good start to the game. It's just the 3rd minute. Let's see what we can do from here. Can we play better? We're going to need to, obviously, if we are going to get points today. And we are desperate for those points. My interpretation of what needs to happen is Bergam. Oh my goodness, that looked like a sure goal. And it comes off the post and comes out. I have no idea how that missed. That didn't even look to be... It looked like it was comfortably inside that bottom corner, and yet it ended up missing. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, now they have had their incredibly lucky moment, and I guess you could say we're even at the moment. All right, here's why we are desperate for points, okay? The end of the season, like I said, there's only one game that looks like 3 points are likely home game against a bottom side. And right now it's the 10th place side for that game. But over these next 3 games, we play the relegation sides. And so we have to get what points we can get, meaning we need to take at least 6 points minimum over these next 3 games if we're going to have a legitimate shot at avoiding relegation without needing some sort of crazy help from others. Teams really struggling down the stretch and unable to score points themselves, and or us getting a couple lucky upsets against top sides. I'd rather get that minimum 6 points of these 3 games. I'd really like to get 7, meaning we only drop a couple points from these 9, because helping the other teams out by dropping points against them directly is not going to do us too many favors, and we need points. It's easier to score them against them. That was offside, and it's out for a goal kick. Hopefully we don't see too many of those calls today, as that was definitely a missed call, well offside, and just given as a goal kick. It's almost halftime here, and it's 11-2 in the shots. They have absolutely pummeled us here in the first half. One very clear-cut chance, that's Bergam's ball off the post, and that was it. We did not have another shot after that. That was in the first 6 minutes of the game. We just went 39 minutes without another shot from there. A little more aggressive in my halftime talk about getting some revenge on these guys, as they've already beaten us once this season. We cannot lose to them a second time. Ostby! Oh, great run, great ball, great save. Corner. Bergam. Okay, ball in. Not a great one. It was a little too close to the keeper. Keeper doesn't even move off his line. But with the zonal defense, they were in much better position to get that one away. Can't quite get on the end of it. And now they are counterattacking the other way here in the 50th minute. And now we begin the counterattack, and Bergam is through. Turns that, opens his hip, plays it with his left foot. Why not play it with your right? Your defender is on your left-hand side. Not a good choice by Bergam on that one. We're supposed to be possessing the ball, and instead we kick it straight to the opposition, as always. And this time they slam it off the post. We have double our shot chances here in the last few minutes. Lovas backs off. Bergam, Lovas is through. He's onside, and it's another corner. Keeper making a huge save. The ball was already past him. He was diving backwards and just reached a hand to that. Barely deflecting it enough to get it away. Janssen, oh, there's the through ball that I was looking for. Andreasen beats the keeper this time. Keeper dove way too early. Andreasen held onto the ball just a split second longer. It beats the keeper, but he also can't get it on target. Haagensen, great play to head that away, but they're going to get another chance at it here. Still in possession. Still open, and Moen does enough to arm that and knock it away. We win that header, but we are giving up way too many chances at the moment. Though, honestly, either team could be the one to score. Either team could go ahead. I want to get attacking here. That was offside, but no flag raised, and we do enough to retreat and get it away. Let's go ahead and start passing into space. And be expressive. Make something happen. Okay, look at the fatigue factor as we are coming down the stretch. Osby and Lovas both on yellow. Lovas is having a terrible day. Let's bring on Homedale. Can't do any worse. Andreasen is pretty tired, but he's playing well. Osby not having a great day. Let's get the more attack-minded Calzi on. Throw some encouragement out there. Offside. It wasn't by much, but he was off the back before he started that run. Josuke heads that away. He's been doing that so well this season. He's really made progress in that department. Calzi finds some space. Andreasen wide open inside. Homedale misses 7 yards out with the free header. Bergam. Why can't we get a shot on target? What is wrong with this team? Heading for stoppage time. And yes, they were threatening in the first half. And yes, they've still created a little bit of a threat here in the second half. But honestly, it's been mostly all us, as that one does hit the outside of the post. Possibly offside there, but not sure. Modeste, let's make him the last sub. Moen, Haagensen, blast the long ball. Why, guys? Why do you do that? Hovland, offside in the build-up. Ends the highlight. That might have been why. They might have finally raised the flag. Bergam inside. Janssen forces the keeper to make a stop at least, but Bergam then nowhere near any purple jerseys. Barely even reaches the first man. Nice ball there for Bergam, but difficult angle. He's facing the wrong direction, and he's marked by not one but 2 players. And we get 1 point. Just 1 point. In some respects, over the course of the 90, you look at that and go, we're lucky to get a point. We're lucky to walk away with a point. But at the same time, second half especially, I don't care what the XG says here. They had lots of minor chances. We had better chances. Chances that should have resulted in goals. Numerous times, especially going back to the Bergam one where it looked like it was in and then all of a sudden dink off the bar. Disappointing because we needed it. It was a must win. We only gave up 1 point to Jerv today, so it's not terrible, but we really needed to get some points from this home match. It was a very winnable match. Now we have a lot more work to do in the remainder of the season. Those 3 points would have been vital to our chances. Now that 1 point doesn't hurt our chances, but it didn't help them very much. Live standings, Arendelle on 18 games played, Tromsø on 20. Everybody else in the entire league now sitting on 19. We are just 1 point off Kristiansund, but Strom and Kristiansund, I've never really been looking that direction, though the top 7 are clearly pulling away. Those two teams have been in that gap in between the top end and bottom end for a long, long time. Fredrikstad have picked up a win against Grorud earlier in the week, so that brought them up. Stabæk, their win came against us not long ago, and that's also one of those reasons why we just cannot afford to give up points. Jerv climbs out of the relegation zone for the time being into the bubble spot, now on 17. That is 4 points behind. Arendelle still 4 points behind, and 5 for Grorud and Tromsø. There will be 30 matches played this season. There's still 11 to go, but again, we have these next 2 matches against fellow relegation battling teams. We cannot lose either one. I think at this point, we honestly can't lose. If we get draws, it'll at least keep us ahead of them. It's better than nothing. The main thing is don't lose, but we really need points. We need the points. And that situation, not getting the win in that one, really hurting at the moment. And a relegation fight, outcomes are simple. If you have a top side or even a mid-table side against a relegation team, fellow relegation team, you obviously want the fellow relegation team to lose those. Never mind the top teams getting away from you, right? You just want those relegation sides to not pick up points. That's easy. But when you have the relegation sides playing one another, you have 2 types of outcomes. One, a draw could be good because they're sharing the points. A winner takes 3 points, loser takes 0 points. So that means 3 points are handed out. But when there's a draw, each gets 1. Only 2 points are handed out. There's a point lost in the trash. A point lost in the trash can be good in the grand scheme of things over the course of a relegation battle, over the course of a season. In this case, Stabæk and Arendelle have had a goalless draw. And for that, Stabæk is now equal with us, and Arendelle have climbed back up onto the bubble above Jerv. But I think that's probably a good outcome. Now, your other alternative is one of those teams getting the win, getting the 3 points. And that can have its benefits circumstantially. If you get 3 clear teams that can't score points, and 3 clear teams that lose and lose and lose, even if, say, Stabæk, Fredrikstad, and Arendelle, if they win and win and win and win, and we end up 13th, as long as Jerv, Grorud, and Tromsø too never score another point, well, then you're safe. So if they lose every match, it's okay. So in the case of it's good for a team to win, as long as the same teams continuously are losing. But as we are seeing a tight battle in which every team seems capable of scoring points, the last place team is not far off from the 1 point per match rate that usually sees you get to safety. Being there so many teams battling it out, and that it is so tight. In that case, I think it's probably a good thing that the points are shared and that 1 point is permanently lost forever. Let them lose to everybody else. Let them draw to each other. In my case, the draw against Jerv meant that Jerv didn't get those 3 points to jump and climb above us, right? We didn't sacrifice. We didn't take that massive loss. A point each, yeah, it's not good. But it's also better than nothing. And more importantly, it's better than giving them 3 points. So that's where I'm kind of going with the Steybeck and Arendelle draw. Yeah, it's okay. It's not such a bad thing. Huge match on the road at Grorud. Of course, it's all huge matches right now. They've had just 2 points in their last 5. But we've only had 5 points in our last 5. And this has been our easiest stretch of the season. So what can we do? Goal differential only, 2 better than them? But we are 5 points better than them at the moment, and we need to keep that gap. This, as the road game over this 3-game stretch, is the one that I worry more about because we haven't done terribly well on the road this season. We've not managed too many points. I think we have 8 points on the road for the entirety of the season. But it is relegation sides that we've managed to get most of those points against. So what can we do today? Can we come out as the underdogs and succeed? Severette losing that header when he should have won it. Andreasen luckily recovering the ball for us though. Now we're doing well through the midfield as Andreasen makes a nice run there. Great turn for Lovas. Lovas not a fan of the decision making on that backwards pass. Under those circumstances, Andreasen finds Lovas there, draws the foul from Berg. Berg, quick yellow card in just the 4th minute here. Jonas Gay steps up for that free kick, and Gillow almost onto the end of it. Defense just heading that one away. Gillow was well positioned there. That could have been a dangerous play, and that's going to be out for a goal kick. Miscommunication between players on that one. And we're looking good at the moment, but dangerous tackle there is fair. Berg on that yellow, and we recover that ball. Bergam, Willeberg, Fawoli, Bergam in some space, beats the defense, and should have kept trying to beat the defense. He needed to finish working that ball inside, either laying that off for Lovas. If he draws that defender, his space was in his natural position, so if he starts to draw that ball to the right a little bit, takes that defender with him, and Lovas makes that full sprint into the space on the left, that's an easy assist on that one. And yes, you might lose the ball with that extra touch or two. Worrying one. Jerv is up 2-0 on Steybeck right now. So that's all 3 points headed for a relegation tip team as Andreasen gets his 3rd goal of the season. And we take the lead here in the now 24th minute, but that was in the 23rd by the time he knocked that in. And yes, what a ball. Osby lays it off for Gay and chips that ball up on that cross. He floats it a little too much, giving the defense time to react. The defense did not react, and Andreasen inside of the foot just passes it into the back of the net. Not much the keeper could do there. He doesn't have much of an angle. He guesses that he was going to go on near post. He goes far post, and we've got the lead. 6 shots already here in the first half hour, and I believe I saw just one for them. That ball for Lovas, not that well placed, and it's picked off, and they're going to go the other way, but Gillow picks it up. And we go the other direction. Bergam finds Lovas. Nice job possessing there, not losing the ball on the incoming tackle. Ullberg finds Bergam through. He's going to lay that off for Jonas Gay, who needs to do better. Right down the middle on that one. At the moment, live standings, we are showing 9th place. Ooh, Lovas losing the ball there. Setting them up. Kajoli. Oh, no. Wow. Wow, how does he score that? First off, terrible play from us, not seeing that coming. Severette should have met that. Severette then tips the ball away, so he did get the ball. Severette plays that, and he plays it into the position where our now diving keeper has no chance because Severette is the one who played the ball instead of them. But where he played the ball to, is past his own goalkeeper for a tap in, which he ended up chipping instead of just tapping in. But yeah, that was all Severede on that one, on not one but two faults on that play. Ostby finds Lavas. Lavas lays that off for Bergam, but he puts it a little too much out into the space and takes away the run that we had there. Contact in the box. Hands raised, looking for a foul. No call. Olberg beats the keeper just above the crossbar. It was about 3 inches too high. Lavas, nice tuck in. And we get Andreasen inside, and Andreasen freezes. I think he thought he was offside, maybe. He wasn't, though. He was on. But Andreasen froze and let that one go. And again, we blast the ball away. We always blast the ball away on that one. And we trail 2-1 right before half. Defense coming up well short again. Much too easy to beat the defense right now. Severede and Gillo just standing still as Litland makes his run. You could see it coming a mile away, and they don't react. We go from total domination at the time that we score, and still domination shortly after, to out of nowhere against the run of play. They get the equalizer, and that, the 2 goals is all they've mustered. Nothing else. None of the other chances have amounted. Just the one here that looked like anything whatsoever, and that was all post stoppage time. That's where they finally pick up some momentum. But they had done nothing. It was all against the run of play. We have steadily threatened and threatened and threatened and threatened. Got a very deserved goal. Should be working towards more. If our finishing was better, we'd be at 2 goals already. And I know they've had some shots on target, but it's been garbage stuff. Total garbage. And if these 2 a-holes would pull their heads out of their a-holes, they would... We should be up 2-0 right now. We're going to go attacking in the second half for one thing. And I am throwing the water bottle at him. First time. No. I think that's just the second time I have ever thrown the water bottle and gotten ticked off at the players. 10 out of 11 plus a bench player are motivated right now. And Jonas is at least calm, and he's the one who's actually played well, so I can understand. He got the assist. Here we go. Ostby. Gillo. Going backwards, not the start we wanted. Bergam finds Gay through, but great tackle there to stop that one from getting through. Haagensen does not win that, but Severede picks up the ball after. And we give it away again. Why? Why do the center backs do that every stinking time? Keeper gives the ball to him, and then the center backs just blast it to no one. Nice recovery from Ostby. Andreasen now gets away from the defender. Bergam! Huge save. Absolutely huge save from the keeper on that one. No idea how he stopped that ball, how he reacted to that, but Bergam, that was perfectly placed. Plenty of power on it. Should have been a goal. Here's Jonas Gay, goes far post, and the keeper makes another massive save. As Andreasen now recovers the ball. Lovas, I think, was offside, and yes, flag is raised. Twice already in the first 5 minutes of this half, the team is determined. The team is aggressive, and the team is very deserving of not 1 but 2 goals already here in the half. And just the keeper keeping them in this. Yellow cards are abundant now. Severede with one of them, their team with at least a couple of them, from what I've seen. Olberg over the top for Jonas Gay. He's got help, he's got support. And then he does that. He eases into the defender, giving the defender the position. They get the free kick. Interesting. Okay, it looked like we were the ones being held, but you never know on fouls in this game. Lavas, that's all body on that. No penalty. That's fine. I don't like him anyway. An hour has been played. Andreasen looking depressed. Maybe he's the one that needs to come out. Bergam can't find a teammate there. Bad pass because they only had one player anywhere near around, and we passed to the guy. Oh, ripped down. That's inside the box. That's a second yellow. That's going to be a red card. And no penalty, though. It's considered outside the box, even though it happened inside the box. Near the edge. I'm okay with that call, but. We need not one, but 2 goals here. So we are going to go higher tempo now. And we are going to... There's lots of space. Start working the ball into space. Don't worry about working the ball in the box. Be expressive. We have got to go for this. And we're going to push up higher. And press often. They don't have the players. Let's go for it. Okay, look at the subs. Bergam misses by a mile. Okay, Jonas Gay is tired, even though he's having a really good game. Most of that is coming down to the cross that he had. Oleberg also really tired. Oleberg. Let's bring on Hermansen. That was offside anyway. Nice recovery. Lavas! And the keeper makes another brilliant save. Oh my goodness, we should be winning this thing by a lot. Okay, time for a tactical change. First, let's see what they're doing. They are parking the bus. They are parking the bus. Okay. Now, there's no pocket of space in here. Pockets are deep here, though, so it's where we need to get the ball in and then get the crosses. But where are we going to get on the end of crosses? Not our strength. Not our strength. Andreasen. Push up. And yes, on attack, I suppose. Okay, Homedale. Push up. This is better for him. On attack. Good. Okay, Fawoli needs to push up as well. Actually, you know what? Fawoli, push up even more. Push up even more. Let's invert this thing. They're going to give us the chance to attack. Let's do it. Gillo. Wide center back on attack. Hagensen. Same thing. Let's get Hermansen on attack as well. Fawoli. Good support from here. That's fine. But let's get you on attack as well. There you go. Let's get after these guys. They're playing with 10 men. They're parking the bus. So let's bring that pressure on. And then nothing happens. And then nothing happens. We haven't been able to break it down and off the crossbar. How are we missing? How are we missing these chances? Oh my goodness, this is so unlucky, so disappointing that we can't get something. We've had a billion chances, it feels like. They're playing with 10 men. Bergam, this is onside. He beats the keeper and misses again. You can't say that we haven't had ample opportunities in this game. We had countless chances, countless opportunities. They don't. Last episode I talked about how you have those games where it's like 40-2 on the chances and you lose 1-0. This isn't quite that. It's 27-11. It's 10-7 on what was on target. It's 2.5-1 in the XG. But we deserved all 3 points. They had 2 chances all game, and they got 2 goals from those 2 chances. We had 10 clear opportunities. Their keeper made a half a dozen excellent saves. He was world class today. I talked about it. I talked about how it hasn't been a feature of FM22, and here it is today. Here it is. So unlucky. Not only do we not get the 3 points that we're desperate for, but Grorud did just get the 3 points that they're desperate for. Now, they were at home, yes, and that gives them every opportunity to get something. But nothing about this game suggested that they deserved 2 goals. Nothing about this game suggested that we didn't deserve 3. Ouch. And that was 1 point from 6 that we should have right now. It's not the end of the world. We sit in 10th place. We have 21 points. But it is so worrying based on the schedule. We have 2 games left the rest of the season against bottom half teams, or against teams outside of the top 10 anyway. That's it. Just 2 more. So even though we have 10 games to play, 8 of them are against the top 9 sides. 8 of those 9 sides are still remaining on our calendar. So even though our position right now doesn't look that bad, oh, believe me, it's that bad and worse. We are not going to get many points in 8 of those 10 remaining matches. And while we may get 6 points from those 2, even that is iffy. We've claimed just 5 points in the last 4 games against winnable sides. Could we really count on 6 points from those? Probably not. Maybe 4. That puts us at 25 for the season. And then what are we going to get against out of those other 8? Maybe 4. We can upset once. Maybe get a draw. Maybe get 1 win out of that. So that's 8 points the rest of the way. That's 29 out of 30. We are very much in a relegation battle here, folks, and it's not looking so good at the moment. Our position will worsen. We are just 2 points from the relegation zone right now. We might be 10th position, but it's about the points, and it's tight. Arendelle is 1 win from equaling us. Tromsø's not looking so good, but there's 3 relegation spots. We're in trouble, folks. We are in trouble. No luck. Really difficult stretch here. We need some luck. We need some help. We need some performances from our leaders against the top half of the table, because now we haven't gotten the job done against the bottom teams when we needed to, when the opportunity came about. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.